Milbank defeated Del Rapids on Saturday, 58-52. Belle Pauli had 19 points that night. Avery Schuneman 17, and Susie Schuneman chipped in with 16 points. Ortonville is 0-4 on the season. They lost 67-21 to McRae on Friday. The JV game tonight went to Milbank over Ortonville, 54-49. So again, we want to thank sponsors on Ortonville's side over at KDIO, and we want to thank our sponsors here at KMSD as well. Of course, the video stream is available at bigstoneradio.com and our YouTube channels as well for KDIO and here at KMSD. The band is playing here in the pregame as they are just a little bit off to my left. So again, we've got Ortonville and Milbank coming up here shortly in about 6 minutes or so until the tip-off of this game. So let's run down those sponsors and thank them for you. First of all, on the KDIO side of things, Haslund Construction, Conroy Eye Care of Ortonville, Street Graphics, Progressive Collision, Lewis Family Drug, Hartman Super Value, Border Lake Insurance, Ortonville Area Health Services, Big Stone Area Hardware, Ortonville Independent and Indy Prints, Runglin Excavating. Now for the KMSD side of things, Dakota Country Ag, Bean Pharmacy, Milbank Ford, Schmitz Landing, Al's Body Shop, Bean Pharmacy, Street Graphics, 203 Realty, Border Lake Insurance of Milbank, ITC of Milbank, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ortonville Area Health Services, Pro Image Partners, Millstone Family Restaurant, Chiropractic in Motion, Johnson Family Dentistry, First Bank and Trust of Milbank, Lewis Family Drug, Haslund Construction, and Avera Milbank Medical Center, Milbank Area Hospital, Avera. All right, we are going to take a break here in the pregame show before the Ortonville Lady Trojans play the Milbank Lady Bulldogs here. Of course, Minnesota against South Dakota, very close drive here for the Ortonville fans. A nice crowd out here, by the way, too, at the National Guard Armory. And welcome in, once again, to our broadcast here on KMSD and KDIO. As always, we want to tell you the law on the court here tonight is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. We'll be back with the starting lineups and more of the pregame show coming up here in 3 minutes on KMSD, KDIO, and bigstoneradio.com.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
This year, Pioneer celebrates a century of innovation, from the first corn hybrid to the latest innovation like more seed and less corn, or Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. They're proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Contact Paul or Riley at Dakota Country Egg Service in Milbank today at 605-467-0715 or 605-949-4170 to learn more.
Milbank Ford isn't just a dealership. It's part of your journey. Whether you're cruising toward adventure or hauling hometown pride, they've got the ride to get you there. Stop in and explore their lineup of tough F-Series trucks, fuel-efficient SUVs, and family-ready crossovers, all backed by local service you can count on. The road starts in Milbank, but it could take you anywhere. Come and find your Ford today at Milbank Ford, where small-town trust meets big-time value.
Dreaming of a getaway? Escape to Schmitz Landing on beautiful Big Stone Lake. Whether you're casting for walleyes, perch your bass, or just enjoying these stunning views, Schmitz Landing has something for everyone. Relax in comfortable lakeside suites, or set up your camper or tent for a long weekend. How about spending this summer at your seasonal RV spot? There are also boat and pontoon rentals, plus a fully stocked C-store with bait and license. Discover a family adventure or a peaceful retreat at Schmitz Landing. Visit schmitzlanding.com and like them on Facebook. textbook. Are you in need of collision repair? Look no further than Al's Body Shop. Their team of expert technicians has years of experience and are dedicated to getting your car or truck back on the road in no time. From minor dings to major body damage, they've got you covered. And with their state-of-the-art equipment, they can handle any make or model. Plus, they work with all insurance companies to make the process as easy as possible. Don't let an accident slow you down. Go see Al's Body Shop today. Al's Body Shop, Milbank. Quality collision repair you can trust. Bean Pharmacy is your hometown family-owned independent pharmacy conveniently located within the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus. Bean Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy specializing in fast, accurate, and friendly service. They also offer a full line of over-the-counter products such as vitamins, first aid, and diabetic supplies. Need your prescriptions mailed or delivered? Bean Pharmacy can do that too, and it's free. Don't forget about their convenient drive-thru for quality health care for the entire family. See Bean Pharmacy, located in the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus.
And welcome back into the National Guard Armory. I'm Chad Knowles in advance of Ortonville and Milbank girls basketball here tonight. You can hear over my headphones the Milbank school song is being played here. And got a pretty nice crowd here on a kind of chilly but pretty nice Monday night as well here in Milbank, South Dakota. And we'll get to the starting lineups in just a little bit, but we're just going to let the school song play here for a little while, so we're going to rest the voice here just a little bit before the game. So just hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back in Minnesota, South Dakota basketball here, Ortonville, Minnesota. Lady Trojans again 0-4 on the season. Milbank in at 2-0. Again, Milbank's latest game, a 58-52 victory over Del Rapids on Saturday night. Belle Polly led the way with 19. Avery Schuneman with 17. Susie Schuneman added 16 for the Lady Bulldogs. Again, 2-0 on the season. Ortonville's Trojans are looking for that first win on the year. They're 0-4. They lost 67-21 to McRae on Friday night. That is Ortonville's latest game. Ortonville's next game will be Thursday against KMS, otherwise known as Kirkhoven Murdoch Sunberg. That game will be held in Ortonville. Milbank's next game will be at Willow Lake, as they will travel to Clark Willow Lake as part of a boys-girls doubleheader. And we are going to have the national anthem here in the National Guard Armory. I like to keep it here for the national anthem, so stay tuned. National anthem. We'll have the starting lineups and tip-off next. But right now, your national anthem here from the Milbank National Guard Armory. Nice rendition there of our national anthem from the Milbank High School Band. Again, welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody, on a Monday night. I'm Chad Knowles, glad to be along with you. And we welcome our friends from 15 miles to the northeast, Ortonville, Minnesota, the Ortonville Trojans and KDIO. Welcome aboard, each and every one, everybody watching on the internet. I know there's a lot of people that tune in our YouTube stations as well as our BigStoneRadio.com websites as well. All right, let's get your starting lineups. First of all, for the Ortonville Lady Trojans, again in at 0-4 on the season, they'll go this way. One guard, senior, number 10, Riley Conroy. Another starter, number 3, a senior, Sarah Nye. Another starter, a junior, number 2, Alyssa Arndt. Another starter, number 44, a senior, Bailey Merritt. And the final starter for Ortonville is number 20, a sophomore, Abby Ebnett. Ortonville coached by first-year head coach, Justin Whitnable. He's assisted by Emily Rodermacher, first-year assistant coach. And we should point out for Ortonville, there are 2 girls that are injured, Amelia Zinski and Michaela Johnson. And now for the Milbank Lady Bulldogs, they will go this way. 5'6", sophomore, number 30 at one guard, Avery Schuneman. Her running mate in the backcourt, a 5'6", sophomore, number 4, Addison Pauley. Another guard, a 5'4" 8th grader, number 3, Susie Schuneman. A forward, number 5'10", sophomore, number 22, Belle Pauley. And the girl in the middle, 6' senior, number 42, Anna Negebauer. All right, Ortonville is getting introduced here officially to the crowd. If you're watching our video stream here, you will see that. And they will turn out the lights here pretty soon for the promotional video that they play before the Milbank girls are introduced. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to send it back to the studios for 2 minutes, and we'll be back with Milbank's starting lineup. Back in 2 minutes.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Milbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Milbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
At 203 Realty in Milbank, a huge part of their formula for success is their agent team. One of those agents is Brandon Perry. Brandon is a Wilmot native, Northern State grad, and has resided in Milbank for over 22 years. Brandon joined the real estate world after 25 years of service in the National Guard. Brandon's attention to detail, patience, commitment to his customers, and willingness to put in the extra hours is what sets him apart.
Hi, this is Brandon Perry with 203 Realty. Contact us today by visiting 203-realty.com. At 203 Realty, your address is more than just a number.
Border Lake Insurance in Milbank and Ortonville is your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, Terry Holquist and staff at Border Lake Insurance have access to multiple companies that offer home, farm, auto, commercial, life, and health products. Border Lake Insurance has 2 convenient locations. Stop by or call their Main Street office in Milbank, 605-432-5884, or in Ortonville, call 320-839-6145. Located in the Senbank building. Border Lake Insurance. Insurance agents you can count on.
No matter how you use the internet, ITC has the perfect plan for you. Maybe you're an explorer, browsing social media and checking email. Need to step it up a notch? You might be a multitasker, seeking gaming, streaming, and remote work capabilities. For the maximizers, those who want the very best upload and download speeds with ultra-fast streaming, get 1 gig and beyond. Wherever you are, find a plan that's fiber fast and reliable. Learn more at itc-web.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to the National Guard Armory. We are ready for the tip here. Milbank and Ortonville. Milbank will go right to left on your radio dial here in the first half. Ortonville travels left to right. Milbank controls the tap. Down to Avery Schuneman, up and in for 2 for Avery on the fast break on the tip, 2-0 Milbank. Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard. Here's Ortonville now on the attack. The Lady Trojans are actually dressed in what I believe over in Minnesota would be their home uniforms, the black shirts, the black shorts with the white numerals, and says Trojans on the front with white numerals and white trim and white piping, as Minnesota, of course, I believe goes with their dark unis at home. And South Dakota here, we go with our light unis at home as well. And again, of course, differences for the Ortonville listeners. Not 18-minute halves over here in South Dakota. We have 4 8-minute quarters. There's another shot up and in for 2. That is Avery Schoeneman. She's got the first 4 here for Milbank. It's 4-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. There's a 3-ball, and that's partially blocked. That was put up that time by number 20, Abby Ebnett. Again, Ortonville with Riley Conroy, Sarah Nye, Alyssa Arndt, Bailey Merritt, Abby Ebnett. Milbank, Avery Schoeneman, Addison Pauley, Susie Schoeneman, Bell Pauley, and Anna Negebauer. And the Lady Trojans will throw the ball in. Now they get it in on the baseline, and that's just about taken away. And it is taken away. Turnover number 1 on Ortonville. And here comes Milbank now. Susie Schoeneman, 3-ball, Addison Pauley, left wing. That's air ball. That's going to be a battle for the board underneath, and there's going to be a jump ball. And so the possession will go over to the Lady Trojans from Ortonville, and Bailey Merritt will throw the ball in now as she gets it into Alyssa Arndt. Alyssa's going to cross the time stripe now, get it over, and there's going to be a steal by Milbank. Down to Bell Pauley, down low. Bell puts it up off the glass and scores. And there is going to be a quick timeout, and we'll take one as well. It's 6-0 Milbank, 6:47 left in the first. Back with more in 30 seconds on the radio stations and the internet. Back in 30 seconds.
Quitting tobacco doesn't just add more years to your life. It can add more good years. Quitting could mean more good years chasing your grandkids around the backyard rather than years of catching your breath in the background. Quitting could mean more good years traveling our breathtaking world rather than getting saddled with health problems like lung disease. Quitting means playing an active part in your life rather than just letting it pass you by. Don't miss out on life's big moments. Get your life on track and live more good years. Call 1-866-SD-QUITS to get started. Paid for by the South Dakota Department of Health
and the Milbank Tobacco Coalition.
Bailey Merritt with the ball now for the Lady Trojans. Up it goes to Arndt. Arndt dribbles to the top of the key, stops, throws off the right side to Ebnett. Cross court it goes now to Arndt. Arndt calling out the play from the top of the key, gets it off the left wing to Nye. Nye puts it on the floor. Nice move, Nye, but it's blocked out of there. Taken out by Avery Schoeneman, up ahead to Susie, ahead of the crowd. Susie blows the layup. Remains 6-0 here, Lady Bulldogs. They had a golden opportunity, but did not finish on that fast break down the other end of the court. Here's Merritt with the basketball now for Ortonville to Nye. Nye puts the ball on the floor. Off the right wing it goes to Ebnett. Ebnett top of the key now. They work the left wing, Bailey Merritt. Merritt, it's going to get knocked away, taken away by Milbank. Turnover number 4 by Ortonville. Bell Pauley coming down the other end of the court. No, off the glass. In for the basket, 8-0 Milbank. 5:40 left here in the first quarter. And there's going to be a trap at half taken away by Avery Schoeneman down the other end for Milbank. Up and in for 2. So Avery now with a half a dozen, Bell Pauley with 4. That's 10 for Milbank, 0 for Ortonville. And Ortonville gets it now to Bailey Merritt, who in turn gets it to Ebnett, top of the key, puts the ball high above the head. Merritt will unload for 3. Bailey Merritt, no. Rebound underneath the basket. And that's going to be a push foul on Milbank. Nice look that time by Bailey Merritt. Just could not get the rock to fall through the cylinder, as Bailey was wide open on the 3 attempt on the left wing that time for the Lady Trojans. And Ortonville is going to throw the ball in. Now they get it to Merritt on the left baseline. She's hounded on defense by Avery Schoeneman. They work it around now to Ebnett. Ebnett will fire for 3. That's an air ball, and then a nice diving out effort trying to save the ball back in by Bailey Merritt, but it's going to go off of Ortonville out of bounds. You got to give Bailey an E for effort that time. Her momentum took her head first out of bounds. I hope she's okay, but looks like she's okay. So Milbank with the basketball now, and Negebauer down low to Bell Pauley, up off glass, and that's money in the bank for Milbank. 6 for Bell now, 6 for Avery Schoeneman. It's 12 Milbank, 0 Ortonville, with 4:40 left here in the opening quarter, as Arndt has it now for the Trojans. Arndt gets it to Conroy. Conroy puts it on the floor for the Trojans. It's going to be whacked out of bounds. Last touch by Milbank. And that is one thing with these Lady Bulldogs. They are quick on defense, on offense. They've got hands and arms flying all over the place at every time. In now is Justice Whitnable, sophomore for the Trojans. They get it to the right elbow. It's taken away by Milbank's Addison Pauley. Avery Schoeneman with it now. Avery Schoeneman left wing, Addison Pauley underneath. Bell Pauley on the block. Bell bounces it on the floor once, puts it up off the glass for the basket. 14-0 now. Milbank. Bell with 8 here so far. And there is going to be a throw to Ebnett. And then they get it off now to Nye. Nye has trouble with it. She's picked up her dribble, and somebody's got to break out to help her, and then it's going to be a 5-second call on Ortonville. Turnover number 7 on the Lady Trojans. As Negebauer now goes to Susie Schoeneman. Susie crosses the time stripe now for the Lady Bulldogs. Again, this Lady Bulldog team is young as well. Underneath to Bell Pauley, they kick it over to Avery. Baseline 3, that's off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Susie. She'll load up for 3. That's short off the front rim. So Milbank an empty possession that time. 2 threes put up by the Schoeneman sisters. Avery fired up the first one. Susie followed with the second one. Neither would drop. 3:27 remains in your opening quarter. 14-0 Milbank. They have scored 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points here so far with 3:27 left in the opening quarter, and they're pitching a shutout as well. 14-0. And there, that just about turnover by Ortonville, and it is in the backcourt. Avery Schoeneman up forward to the left side. She puts it up off the glass, and that is good. So Avery now with 8. Bell Pauley with 8. 16 Milbank, 0 Ortonville. 3:09 left here in the opening quarter. From the Milbank National Guard Armory on a Monday night here in mid-December, as Ebnett with the ball now across court. It goes. There's a shot for the Trojans. That looked good when it left the hands of Whitnable, but did not go in. Rebound Milbank, as Addison Pauley with it now for the Lady Bulldogs. Top of the key, Susie Schoeneman. Avery Schoeneman rolls to the rim. No good. Rebound by Whitnable. And here come the Lady Trojans. And that is Alyssa Arndt now. She's calling out the play. Gets it to Whitnable. Whitnable just off to the right, to the left of the key, to the right of the key a little bit. They're going to get it off now the right wing to Conroy. A little give and go that time was the idea to Sarah Nye, but instead it was over Sarah's head out of bounds. Turnover number 8 on the Lady Trojans. And that's going to bring up Susie Schoeneman now with 2:17 left as the 8th grader crosses the time stripe for Milbank. Susie over to Sister Avery, except it gets knocked out of bounds on the way to Avery by Alyssa Arndt. Good hands-on defense that time by Alyssa to knock the basketball out of bounds. Throwing inside court now, Addison Pauley for Milbank. Addison gets it in to Susie Schoeneman to Avery on the left wing. Avery now to Addison Pauley on the baseline to Bell on the block. Bell spins and kicks it back out to Addison. Addison Pauley back to Bell Pauley now with 10 on the shot clock to Addison. Wide open Avery, right wing 3. That is short. Rebound to Negebauer. She cleans up the mess. Anna, puts it up and in on the putback for 2. 18-0 now Milbank. And that's Whitnable on the baseline. Whitnable will put it up from 15 feet away. That does not find the bottom of the cup either. Rebound Milbank. Here is Anna Negebauer again on the block. Anna puts it up for 2, and she's fouled. hacked in the act was number 42 that time, 6-foot senior Anna Negebauer for Milbank. And she is going to try for the and one right now. That foul on number 13, Justice Whitnable. That's her first team foul on Ortonville. Bree Townsend will come in now for Milbank, and evidently Anna Negebauer is going to sit down after this free throw. Anna's free throw is good. Anna with 5 now, and that will bring off the bench for Milbank Lauren Harstad, 5'7" sophomore, 21-0 Milbank with 1:26 left here in the opening quarter as Ortonville gets it in now to Arndt. Alyssa Arndt with the basketball off the right wing to Ebnett. She'll fire for 3. That's good. Nice shot by Abby Ebnett that time. Nothing but the bottom of the cup, 21-3. As Ortonville has cracked the goose egg here tonight as Avery gets caught in the lane now for Milbank over to Susie Schoeneman. Lauren Harstad puts it up, partially blocked by Ebnett. Out of bounds, so 62 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 21-3. Milbank is leading the Ortonville Lady Trojans here tonight. Lauren Harstad getting ready to throw the ball in now. She's looking, gets it into Belle Pauley. Belle, that's money in the bank from short range. Bell in double figures now with 10, 23-3. Milbank is leading here. Under a minute left in the opening quarter. Arndt now goes the right wing to Ebnett. Ebnett puts the ball on the floor with the right hand, spins around, gets it over now to Conroy. Riley Conroy calls out the play, picks up her dribble, gets it to Nye. Nye is going to fire it way over the head that time of the teammate, Alyssa Arndt. Turnover number 9 for Ortonville now. So Milbank throws it inside court. Shot clock is off here in the first quarter. 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Susie Schoeneman backs out now just about to center court on the Bulldog logo head. She's standing on one of the collar pieces, if you will, of the Bulldog logo head. If you can just visualize that if you're listening to the radio. If you're watching our stream, you can look at it live. Susie puts the ball on the floor now, goes off to her right, top of the key, Avery. Avery Schoeneman maneuvers, nice pass to Belle Pauley. She leaves it short. Belle gets her own rebound there, puts it in for 2. Belle Pauley with a dozen, and that will end your first quarter. It reads Milbank 25. The Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard reads Milbank 25, Ortonville 3. Back with quarter number 2 in a minute on the radio stations and the internet. Back in 1 minute.
Ortonville Area Health Services encourages you to get your flu vaccination this year. Flu shots are available at Northside Medical Clinic in Ortonville and at the Clinton Clinic during regular clinic hours. In addition to flu shots, OAHS also offers a wide range of preventative vaccinations, including flu, COVID, RSV, and pneumonia. Protect yourself and those around you. Give everyone a fighting chance against the flu this season. Call OAHS 320-839-6157 and schedule your flu shot today. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Pro Image Partners. Pro Image Partners. So many reasons why you can turn to us. We'll help you show your pride. You want the best for work or play. We're your one-stop image shop. We'll help you show your pride. ProImagePartners.com.
And welcome back to second quarter action here from the National Guard Armory. Milbank opens the ball with the second quarter. Avery Schoeneman fires up a 3, no good. Rebound gets batted back to Avery. Nice pass underneath to Anna Negebauer. Anna puts it off the window for her 7th point. And so it is now 27-3 Milbank. And there's going to be a takeaway by the Lady Bulldogs. Susie Schoeneman now all the way up from the left side on the fast break. Susie connects. Susie's first basket here tonight. That was turnover number 10 unofficially on Ortonville. 29-3 now. Milbank is leading. Ebnett now with the basketball. She owns the 3 points for Ortonville on a nice 3-point shot. And there's going to be a takeaway in the backcourt by Avery Schoeneman. Up off the glass for 2 on the fast break. Avery's fouled. So Avery's going to try to do the and one from the free throw line as she was hacked in the act. Violet Johnson off the bench for Milbank now. Bailey Merritt back off the bench for Ortonville. Susie Schoeneman goes off for Milbank, and her number 3 counterpart for Ortonville, Sarah Nye, will sit on the bench for a little while as that foul was on Justice Whitnable, her second for Ortonville. Here's the ball. The free throw is no good by Avery. So 31-3, Milbank is leading here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And they work it over now on the right wing. That is Sarah Kirkaby, and she throws it, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Milbank. So Sarah Kirkaby now in there as well for the Lady Trojans. 6:57 to play here in our second quarter. Looking is Conroy way up on top of the key. It goes to Ebnett. Ebnett off the right wing now to Merritt. Merritt puts it on the floor. It's going to be tipped away and taken away by Avery Schoeneman. Avery Schoeneman tries to get it ahead. Nice steal by Bailey Merritt that time. Turnover number 1 for Milbank. Turnover number 11 for Ortonville. And the Lady Trojans with the basketball. Just about another turnover. Bailey Merritt now. Kirkaby, right elbow shot. No good for Kirkaby. Rebound to Avery Schoeneman. Avery wants to push matters. And she goes up ahead now. And that's going to be a miss there by Lauren Harstad for the Bulldogs. Rebound pulled down by Arndt. And here come the Lady Trojans now. Arndt with the basketball, leaves it off for Kirkaby. Kirkaby now left wing, Bailey Merritt. Merritt ball high above the head on the left wing to Ebnett. They work it around the right wing now to Arndt. Over to Merritt, and that is going to be too tall for Bailey, and she is going to not be able to catch up to that one. Turnover number 12 now for Ortonville. And here is Bree Townsend now. She gets it to Avery Schoeneman. Avery calls out the play at the top of the key, spins, kicks it to Violet Johnson on the right wing. Bree Townsend to Harstad now on the left wing on the block to Anna Negebauer. Back to Harstad on the left baseline. Lauren running floater from 10, no, but right there is Anna Negebauer for the putback. And Anna does not get the ball up to the cylinder, but Anna was fouled. So Anna Negebauer goes to the line for a pair of free throws. KMSD, KDIO, YouTube, BigStoneRadio.com. Take your pick tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You can tune us in from anywhere. Anna Negebauer misses the first free throw. Oh my, we've got all kinds of subs now again. Belle Pauley back in for Milbank. Her cousin Addison Pauley in as well as Susie Schoeneman. Second free throw, Anna Negebauer back of the rim too hard. Belle Pauley rebounds to Addison for 3. That's no good. And Bailey Merritt is laying down face first. She hit the floor pretty hard. We sure hope Bailey's going to be okay. But she is laying on the floor, and she'll be attended to. Again, we only wish the best for the young lady. You just hate to see injuries at any level. And she's trying to explain now what... I guess I was kind of looking down the other end of the court. Didn't see, I think, if she hit face first on the court or what. But again, she's getting up on her own power now, and she's kind of holding her eye or her face. So I hope Bailey's going to be okay. They'll take a timeout now? No, I guess not. Okay, well, back to live action. Arndt with it now for Ortonville. Ebnett unloads for another 3. That's no good. Ebnett knocked down a 3 last quarter, but just could not connect on that one for the Lady Trojans. So Milbank gets the ball back now. Susie Schoeneman with it for Milbank. Susie off the left wing, top of the key, Negebauer. Right wing, Violet Johnson on low to Belle Pauley. Kicks it out to Addison, baseline 3. That's good. Addison Pauley connects for her first bucket tonight. Not 1, not 2, but 3 points on that bucket, 34-3. Milbank is leading now with under 5 minutes left here in the opening half, second quarter. as they work it on the left side now to Arndt. Cross court it goes to Ebnett on the right wing. Ebnett now back top of the key to Whitnable. Right wing Conroy, and there's a steal by Milbank. Violet Johnson the other way from the left side, and that's no good by Violet, but she's going to be fouled. So that was Ortonville's 13th turnover by my count. And Milbank did not convert a basket that time, but Violet Johnson goes to the line for 2 shots. Alyssa Arndt picks up her second foul for Ortonville. Violet rims that one in and out, and it stays out for the 5'6" freshman for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs, a young team as well. One senior, Anna Negebauer, on the team. The rest are underclassmen as Violet connects on her second free throw. So it's 35-3 now, Milbank. Arndt over to Ebnett on the right wing for the Trojans. They work it up on top now to Arndt. She goes on top of the key to Whitnable. Left wing Ebnett. She'll line up for 3. That's too hard off the window. Nice look by Ebnett, just could not get it to go down as Susie Schoenemann now runs front court. There's a 3 ball put up and no good by Addison Pauley. Rebounding is Ebnett. And here come the Trojans now with Ebnett on the right wing getting it from Arndt. Ebnett top of the key to Whitnable. Whitnable puts it on the floor, passes it off, and gets it back now from Kirkaby. And there, Violet Johnson is going to be in her craw defensively. And Whitnable is going to get whistled, I believe, for the personal foul. The offensive foul, I should say. So that's her 3rd foul for Ortonville. So Milbank will trigger inside court now with Anna Negebauer. And Justice Whitnable is going to have to sit down for a little while here with her 3rd personal foul. And here comes Susie Schoenemann now with the basketball for Milbank to Avery. Avery, nice move to the rim, puts it up, no, but Avery is going to be fouled. So Avery Schoenemann, 5'6", sophomore, 0 for 1 from the line tonight. She's got 10 points overall for Milbank. Will be at the free throw line, courtesy of a foul on Sarah Kirkaby. That's Sarah's first. Avery's free throw is true to the mark, so she's 1 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. 11 points for number 30 for Milbank. Second free throw by Avery. That is good as well. And so Avery 2 for 3 from the line now, 12 points overall, 37-3. Milbank is leading here with 3:35 left in the second quarter. And that's going to be just about a throwaway by Ortonville, but saving it is Riley Conroy. And then Anna Negebauer is going to hit the floor pretty hard. She's got kind of a wince on her face. Oh, hopefully Anna's going to be okay too. Bailey Merritt already went out for Ortonville, and hopefully, again, we just wish the best for all these athletes out here all the time. They all work so hard, and we just wish nothing but the best for them. Anyway, Anna Negebauer on the bench now for Milbank, and that's going to be a shot thrown up there by Sarah Nye. Sarah does not get it to drop, but she is going to be at the free throw line for a pair of shots. Avery Schoenemann commits her second foul. So Sarah Nye, free throw splashes right through the nylon for the senior. So it's 37-4 now. Milbank is leading. Sarah Nye, second free throw on the way. That's short. Violet Johnson pulls down the rebound. Violet wants to push matters. She goes front court, doesn't have the numbers, so she slams on the brakes, and they try to get it to Susie Schoenemann from Addison Pauley. Susie must have zigged, and evidently she should have zagged. Turnover number 2 on Milbank. So the Lady Trojans take over now. Alyssa Arndt with the basketball for the visitors here tonight. She gets it to Ebnett. Ebnett dribbles around to the left baseline. Back up on top to a wide open That is Kirkeby, and she misses the shot from 3, and then it's going to go out of bounds, and last touch by Ortonville. So 2:58 left to play here in your second quarter. Milbank with the ball, leading 37-4. Susie Schoeneman now to Avery Schoeneman on the left wing. Taken away Ortonville. Turnover number 3 on Milbank. Good hands-on defense that time by the Trojans. Aren't now, and then that's going to be off the hands of Ebnett. The pass a little bit too hot that time for Abby Ebnett to hang on to. Bree Townsend back in for Milbank now. Violet Johnson will go out. So Milbank now with Addison Pauley, Susie Schoeneman, Bree Townsend, Belle Pauley, and Avery Schoeneman, who has the ball right now. Bree Townsend top of the key. Right wing it goes to Susie Schoeneman, to Avery. Avery puts it up off the window, and she's going to get the and one as Avery knocks it off the window, and it drops through the cylinder. And again, Avery going to the free throw line here. That foul is on Sarah Kirkeby. That's her second personal for Ortonville. So Avery Schoeneman now lines up the free throw. That is good. However, it's not going to count because one of the Lady Bulldogs was in the lane too early. So that basket went in, the free throw went in, but no 1 point went up on the scoreboard. 39-4. Milbank is leading here as Ebnett gets it on the right wing now for the Trojans. And there's a takeaway by Avery Schoeneman, Avery coast to coast, and she is going to be... Well, she kind of lost her footing is basically what happened. The ball went out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Trojans. So Bree Townsend will throw in now for Milbank under their own basket. Standing on the M where it says Milbank under the basket. Gets it in on top to Avery Schoeneman now. Avery spins and spins again. Belle Pauley will line up from 10 feet away. Belle finds the bottom of the cup. Belle's first 2 here in the second quarter. She has 14 overall for the Lady Bulldogs. Ebnett now with the basketball for the Lady Trojans. Up ahead to Arndt. Arndt now leaves it off for Kirkeby, except Susie Schoeneman had other ideas. She steps in the way. Susie all the way up on the fast break. She converts. Susie now with 4. 43-4. Milbank is leading. Ortonville, 15th turnover. Turned into 2 points for Milbank. And there's just about another steal by Susie, but recovering that time was Sarah Nye, and then Susie will steal it. Susie coming up the front of the court. She lets the defense fly by. She blows the bunny, however, and Alyssa Arndt will pull down the rebound. Alyssa runs front court now for the Trojans. Off the left wing to Kirkeby. Back to Sarah Nye cutting to the basket, and Sarah was fouled. And that, I believe, will be on Belle Pauley, and that is Belle's first personal foul. Minute 13 left here in the second quarter. 43-4. Milbank is leading, and then Bree Townsend steals the inbounds pass. Turnover number 16 now for Ortonville. Addison Pauley underneath Belle, all by her lonesome. Belle off the glass, and she puts it in the cylinder. So Belle now with 16 points, 45-4. Milbank is leading here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Kirkeby with the basketball now for the Trojans. On the baseline to Nye. Nye spins a couple times, dribbles all the way out just about to the top of the key, kicks it up to Arndt. Arndt will leave it off now for Conroy. Conroy gets her pocket picked by Addison Pauley. Avery Schoeneman has trouble with it. She wanted the fast break that time, but she kind of had troubles handling the ball. So Belle Pauley gets it underneath. She puts it up off the glass for 2. Belle Pauley now with 18 points. She had 19 the other night. She has 18 already here in the first half. And there's going to be another takeaway by Milbank. Susie Schoeneman up to Avery. Avery up off the glass for 2 on the fast break. And that is your first half, ladies and gentlemen. Your score at halftime here at the Milbank National Guard Armory. It's Milbank 49 and Ortonville 4. We'll be back to open up the 203 Realty halftime show coming up here in 3 minutes on KMSD, KDIO, and BigStoneRadio.com. Back in 3 minutes.
The Millstone Family Restaurant is turning up the temp with their new Too Hot to Handle menu. Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, the spicy chicken sandwich with crispy, deep-fried chicken, guaranteed to make your mouth water and your brow sweat. The spicy pulled pork sandwich features smoked pulled pork and enough spice to make you call your mama. And for you seafood lovers, the Firehouse Shrimp Wrap with crispy shrimp tossed in their special spicy sauce, all wrapped up and ready to go. The Too Hot to Handle menu at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Milbank.
You don't have to live with aches and pains. See Dr. Matt at Chiropractic in Motion. With a minor adjustment, headaches, numbness, and pain can be relieved. Dr. Matt is the type of chiropractor that helps his patients by correcting the problem with as few visits as possible. Chiropractic in Motion looks forward to seeing their customers outside of the office, enjoying their lifestyle with a smile. The next time you have aches and pains, count on the helping hands of Dr. Matt. He's there when you need him. Chiropractic in Motion Sports Injury and Family Wellness Center, Highway 12, Milbank. Johnson Family Dentistry wants to remind you of the steps to a bright and healthy smile for life. Remember to brush your teeth 3 times each day. Use mouthwash after brushing, and floss your teeth each day. Visit Johnson Family Dentistry twice a year for regular cleaning and checkups. And be sure and change your toothbrush every 3 months. Dr. Johnson and Dr. Holmquist are now accepting new patients. Call Johnson Family Dentistry in Milbank. More information at millbankdentist.com.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump. To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun. Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com. Member FDIC.
Lewis Family Drug is your one-stop location. In addition to quality prescription and non-prescription drugs with free delivery, Lewis has a huge selection of everyday basics and name brands and specialty items, always at affordable prices. They carry seasonal items, fabrics, crafts, and groceries. Shopping at your local Lewis Drug is more simple and more rewarding than ever. Download the Lewis mobile app to add on-the-go convenience to your errands. Lewis Family Drug. Everyday savings close to home.
Haslam Construction in Ortonville, Minnesota is known for their quality work. Additions to the Valley Queen Cheese Factory and First Bank & Trust, St. Lawrence School, Milbank Elementary, Ortonville Area Health Services, and the Big Stone County Highway Department Garage, and so many other projects over the years. They are known for their quality work and professionalism on the job. That's what makes Haslam Construction the contractor you want for your building projects. Go with the people you trust. Haslam Construction, Ortonville, Minnesota.
And welcome back to the Milbank National Guard Armory. It's the halftime show, the 203 Realty halftime show. 203 Realty is proud to support the Milbank Bulldogs. Buyers and sellers, visit 203realty.com for all of your real estate needs. All right, it's been all Milbank here, quite honestly, in the first half. After one quarter, it was 25-3. Milbank was leading. And then at halftime now, it is Milbank 49 and Ortonville 4 on the Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard. First of all, scoring-wise, individually for the Lady Trojans from Ortonville, Abby Ebnett has a 3-point bucket. That's her output. And Sarah Nye is 1 for 2 from the free throw line for Ortonville's 4 points here at halftime. Milbank, on the other hand, Belle Pauley, the sophomore, is leading with 18 points. Avery Schoeneman next in line with 16 for the Lady Bulldogs. Then Anna Negebauer with 7. Susie Schoeneman with 4. Addison Pauley with 3. And Violet Johnson off the bench has contributed 1 point tonight so far for the Milbank Lady Bulldogs. Milbank at the free throw line is 4 for 8. Ortonville is 1 for 2. turnovers might explain some of this score differential here in the first half. Ortonville, by my count, with 18 first half turnovers. Milbank with only 3. And so again, a lot of those turnovers for Ortonville have been converted to fast break points or opportunistic points otherwise for the Milbank Lady Bulldogs here in the first half, which again kind of tells some of the story here after 16 minutes of play. And again, if you're watching or listening in Minnesota, you're going to say, no, we play 18-minute halves. Yes, I know. Like I said earlier, 18-minute halves in Minnesota, 8-minute quarters are played here in South Dakota, so basically 4 minutes less of basketball played here in South Dakota than Minnesota plays every night. Alrighty, you're in tune to the 203 Realty halftime show here on KMSD, and before I forget, I should give the legals. You're in tune to Classic Hits, 95.1 KMSD FM, 1510 AM KMSD Milbank, South Dakota, and as well tonight our friends from Classic Country, 94.5 KDIO FM, Minnesota, and streaming on BigStoneRadio.com and the KDIO YouTube channel and the KMSD YouTube channel.
Playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers. They'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it. And treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
This year, Pioneer celebrates a century of innovation. From the first corn hybrid to the latest innovation like Vorseed and Less Corn, or Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. They're proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Contact Paul or Riley at Dakota Country Egg Service in Milbank today at 605-467-0715 or 605-949-4170 to learn more.
Milbank Ford isn't just a dealership. It's part of your journey. Whether you're cruising toward adventure or hauling hometown pride, they've got the ride to get you there. Stop in and explore their lineup of tough F-Series trucks, fuel-efficient SUVs, and family-ready crossovers, all backed by local service you can count on. The road starts in Milbank, but it could take you anywhere. Come and find your Ford today at Milbank Ford, where small-town trust meets big-time value.
Dreaming of a getaway? Escape to Schmidt's Landing on beautiful Big Stone Lake. Whether you're casting for walleyes, perch or bass, or just enjoying the stunning views, Schmidt's Landing has something for everyone. Relax in comfortable lakeside suites, or set up your camper or tent for a long weekend. How about spending this summer at your seasonal RV spot? There are also boat and pontoon rentals, plus a fully stocked C-store with bait and license. Discover a family adventure or a peaceful retreat at Schmidt's Landing. Visit schmidtslanding.com and like them on Facebook. Are you in need of collision repair? Look no further than Al's Body Shop. Their team of expert technicians has years of experience and are dedicated to getting your car or truck back on the road in no time. From minor dings to major body damage, they've got you covered. And with their state-of-the-art equipment, they can handle any make or model. Plus, they work with all insurance companies that make the process as easy as possible. Don't let an accident slow you down. Go see Al's Body Shop today. Al's Body Shop Milbank. Quality collision repair you can trust. Bean Pharmacy is your hometown family-owned independent pharmacy conveniently located within the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus. Bean Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy specializing in fast, accurate, and friendly service. They also offer a full line of over-the-counter products such as vitamins, first aid, and diabetic supplies. Need your prescriptions mailed or delivered? Bean Pharmacy can do that too, and it's free. Don't forget about their convenient drive-thru for quality health care for the entire family. See Bean Pharmacy, located in the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus.
And that'll do it for the 203 Realty halftime show. Again, 203 Realty is proud to support the Milbank Bulldogs. Buyers and sellers visit 203realty.com for all of your real estate needs. Again, coming up for these two teams, Ortonville's next game is just 3 short nights away, Thursday against Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunberg at Ortonville. Adam, I'm sure back on the call for that one. Milbank will be at Clarkwell Lake at Willow Lake on Thursday night as part of a boys-girls doubleheader, getting closer to that Christmas holiday here. And again, welcome in from everybody here at KMSD, KDIO, our respective YouTube channels, and BigStoneRadio.com. Monday night basketball here on the 15th day of December of 20 and 25. All right, Ortonville is going to start the second half with the basketball. Alyssa Arndt with it now, top of the key, and that's going to be just about taken away. But they get it to Conroy. Bailey Merritt is back in there, which is good to see for Ortonville. She went out in the first half with she hit the floor pretty hard, but it's good to see Bailey back in there now for Ortonville. And there's going to be a takeaway now by Milbank. And here comes Addison Pauley with the basketball over to the baseline to Susie Schoenemann. She lines up for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Ortonville. And Sarah Nye with it for the Trojans. Right wing it goes to Ebnett. Top of the key to Arndt. Arndt picks up her dribble, goes on the baseline. Ebnett will fire the baseline 3. That's short. Rebound is going to be off out of bounds. Last touch by Milbank. So Ortonville will throw the ball in now. Arndt. Or excuse me, that's Nye into Arndt. See, I knew Arndt was going to touch the ball. I really didn't. I'm just making that up. Anyway, there is going to be a turnover on the Trojans on the inbounds, and here comes Milbank now with Susie Schoenemann. Susie crosses the time stripe for the Lady Bulldogs. Left wing Addison Pauley. Top of the key Avery Schoenemann. She bounces the ball, gets it closer to the rim, misses the on the run shot that time. Rebound to Ortonville. Here comes Alyssa Arndt with it now for the Trojans. Right wing Bailey Merritt. Merritt, they work it over. Left elbow shot. That's no good by Arndt. Bailey Merritt flies in for the rebound, and then it's taken away by Harstad for Milbank. So turnover number 21 now on Ortonville. And here comes Susie Schoenemann now. Leaves it off for Harstad. Baseline to Avery Schoenemann. To Addison Pauley. She lines up for 3 and knocks it down. Addison Pauley with a pair of 3 balls tonight. She's got 6. 52-4 now with Milbank leading. And the continuous clock here in the third and fourth quarters. So this second half here in Milbank will seem to go probably quite fast as they get it now to Conroy. Riley Conroy puts it up, no good. But that was on the floor for the foul, as they say. So Riley was not in the act of shooting. Coming in for the Trojans now, Justice Whitnable. And it is indeed a running clock as the ball is dead, but the clock continues to run. The Trojans calling out the play now is Sarah Nye. Looking into Ebnett on the baseline on the left side. Ebnett puts the ball on the floor, goes up to the top of the key to Arndt. Arndt over to Ebnett on the right wing now behind the baseline. Top of the key, Whitnable catches. Gets it over to Arndt. 21 on the shot clock. Over to Whitnable. That pass, I should say, was intended for Justice Whitnable that time. Way over her head, out of bounds. So clock continues to run now, even with the ball being dead. 4:37 left in the third quarter. 52-4. Milbank is leading as Schoenemann now goes over to Harstad on the right wing. Top of the key. Pauley again for 3. Addison drains her second in a row for Milbank. Addison with 3 from behind the arc. She's got 9 tonight. 55-4. Milbank is leading now as Merritt catches, or not Merritt, excuse me. That is Whitnable. Catches on the right wing to Ebnett on the baseline now. Top of the key it goes to Nye. Nye with a nice drive up off the glass. Good job, Sarah Nye. She puts it up and in for 2. And here here comes the Lady Bulldogs now as Susie Schoenemann with the basketball. Susie is going to lose control of it. Harstead has trouble with it. Now gets it to Avery Schoenemann. Avery is quickly double-teamed. Back to Harstead, back to Schoenemann. She'll line up for a three ball. That's too strong. Bree Townsend backside rebound. Susie for the left wing three, and she drains it. Susie Schoenemann now with 7. It's 58-6. Milbank is leading here on the Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard. Ebnett with it now for the Trojans. Ebnett calling out the play as she gets it back to Whitnable. Right wing Arndt. Arndt dribbles up to the left wing now, gets it to Whitnable on the baseline. They get Arndt, cutting to the basket that time was Sarah Nye. She threw it up and it did not go through, so Lydia Gall is coming in now for Milbank. Violet Johnson is coming in for Milbank. Harstead and Avery Schoenemann go to the bench of first-year coach Tony Howard. So we got a pair of first-year coaches going here, first-year head coaches. Tony Howard for Milbank, Justin Whitnable for Ortonville. There's Pauly with another three opportunity. That does not go through the cup that time. And that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Milbank. So your clock runs with 2.5 left here in the third quarter. 58-6. Milbank is leading here on the Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard. Ebnett now has it. Ebnett to the right elbow, and that's going to be Conroy. She turns around, misses the shot, but Riley Conroy will go to the line for a couple of shots. Riley Conroy, a senior for the Lady Trojans. Again, Milbank starts 1 senior, 3 sophomores, and an 8th grader. Ortonville starts 3 seniors and a junior and a sophomore tonight anyway. Conroy misses that first free throw, so Riley has yet to crack into the scoring column here tonight. 58-6, Milbank leads. Riley Conroy now, second free throw. That is no good either. Rebound to Addison Pauly. And here come the Lady Bulldogs on the run. Susie Schoenemann down low. Lydia Gall leaves it short. Rebound grabbed out of there by Destiny Warner, who's also in now for Ortonville. Left wing to Ebnett. Ebnett picks up the ball on the right wing, gets it on top of the key to Warner, to Whitnable on the left wing to Arndt. They work the ball around at the top of the key, the perimeter now. Whitnable top of the key, right wing Arndt catches, puts the ball on the floor, batted away, but Conroy stays with it. Left elbow shot, that's no good by Destiny Warner. And that is going to go back to Milbank now as the ball goes out of bounds. So 1:23 with the running clock here in the third quarter. Again, Milbank up here 58-6. As Susie Schoenemann crosses the time stripe now for Ortonville. Left wing it goes. Lydia Gall, top of the key. Violet Johnson will line up for 3. That's no good. Rebound battled for, garnered by Bree Townsend. And then that's going to be a turnover on Milbank of some sort. I guess I must have been looking the wrong way or something. Anyway, Milbank, by my count, that's their 4th turnover here tonight. So right wing it goes now. There's a shot from about the free throw line. No good by Kirkaby. Rebound to Milbank. Here comes Susie Schoenemann with it now for the Lady Bulldogs. Violet Johnson right wing. Bree Townsend. They work the top of the key. Bailey Hendricks also in there now for Milbank. Bailey catches at the top of the key. She loses control of it. Turnover for Milbank. Steal by Ortonville that time as Kirkaby comes front court for the Lady Trojans. Arndt will fire it up. That's no good from about 16 feet away. Rebound to Bree Townsend. Bree now to Susie Schoenemann with 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bree Townsend kicks it out on top. Gall to Hendricks for 3. Bailey Hendricks cashes one in from long range. And that is going to end 3 quarters after 3. It's Milbank 61 and Ortonville 6. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter in 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street Milbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Milbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
At 203 Realty in Milbank, a huge part of their formula for success is their agent team. One of those agents is Brandon Perry. Brandon is a Wilmot native, Northern State grad, and has resided in Milbank for over 22 years. Brandon joined the real estate world after 25 years of service in the National Guard. Brandon's attention to detail, patience, commitment to his customers, and willingness to put in the extra hours is what sets him apart.
Hi, this is Brandon Perry with 203 Realty. Contact us today by visiting 203-realty.com. At 203 Realty, your address is more than just a number.
And Ortonville opens quarter number 4 with the ball. A pickoff by Lydia Gall. She goes the other way, and Lydia's going to put up the shot. Missed the shot, but she's fouled. So Ortonville just committed their 23rd turnover by my count. And the clock, again, is a continuous running clock here in the second half now. And that foul, incidentally, is on number 2, Alyssa Arndt. That's her third. Gall connects on the first free throw. So the 5'10 sophomore, Lydia Gall, in the scoring column tonight as well. She's got 1 point so far. Number 32 dribbles a few times. Free throw on the way. That's too strong off the back iron. No good. Rebound run down, though, by Violet Johnson. Townsend now. There's Harstad from about 16 feet away. Lauren Harstad puts it in. And there's going to be a foul. The basket will count, but there's going to be a foul on the Lady Bulldogs. So we'll see who that one is on. Well, I don't know. They never put up a foul. Anyway, we'll just... there was a foul. There's number 32. That's who it's on, Brianna Jones. So Ortonville tries a shot and misses it. Bailey Hendricks clears the rebound to Violet Johnson. Down low to Lydia Gall. Lydia is going to be fouled once again. Nice pass that time. Entry pass by Lauren Harstad. And that'll send Lydia Gall right back to the free throw line. As Lydia just was there. She's 1 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Free throw by Lydia. That's no good. Too strong off the back iron. Zeta Townsend comes in for her sister, Bree Townsend. Lydia Gall dribbles about 4 or 5 times, bends deep at the knees, free throw, hits the back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Whitnable for the Trojans, gets it up to Arndt. Arndt with it now for Ortonville, off to Ebnett on the left wing. Baseline to Arndt, she puts it on the floor, leaves it off now for Warner. Top of the key to Arndt. Arndt dribbles all the way around the key. Ebnett wide open for a 3. She lines it up, too strong off the back iron, no good. Rebound Bailey Hendricks. Up it goes to Lauren Harstad. Harstad now to Johnson. And there's Zeta Townsend. She'll throw it up for 3, and that's no good, but she's going to be fouled. So Zeta will go to the line, I believe, for 3 free throws. And it is 3 free throws. That foul, by the way, is number 3. Threes are wild here on Sarah Kirkeby. Free throw by Zeta. Bank wide open for Zeta. She puts it off the window. 5'4" junior is Zeta Townsend, number 12. She connects on the first one, 65-6 Milbank. Second free throw, Zeta. That's off to the right side of the rim, no good. So Zeta with one more opportunity here. She's got 1 point. Again, 65-6 Milbank with 5:59 left. Zeta's third free throw splashes right through the nylon that time. So she goes off the backboard. She misses the second one and then splashes the third one in. 2 points. Zeta Townsend 66-6. Lady Bulldogs on top. Kirkaby has trouble hanging on to it, but that's because she was fouled. So the clock, even again with the ball, the dead ball, so to speak, continues to run. That foul, by the way, is on Lauren Harstead. That's her first. Her ball goes in. Now Warner gets it blocked by Zeta Townsend over to Ebnett for three. That rims in and out, no good. And that's going to be kept in bounds, or knocked out of bounds, I should say, by Milbank. So Ortonville will throw in now under their own basket. Sarah Kirkaby looking. She needs somebody to break out there. Justice Whitnable does. Gets it to Warner now. Destiny Warner with it to the right elbow to Ebnett. Arndt at the top of the key now for the Trojans. She stops at the left elbow. Kicks it back out to Ebnett. Ebnett gets it to Kirkaby. That is not going to be good for Kirkaby. Rebound to Zeta Townsend. Townsend up to Violet Johnson. Johnson is going to lose control of it. Turnover number 6 on Milbank now. And here comes Arndt with it. Arndt left wing to Ebnett. Ebnett leaves it off for Warner. Warner top of the key, left wing, and now to Arndt. Arndt to Ebnett on the left wing with 4:28 left to play. Ebnett stops at the top of the key, throws it right to Violet Johnson. Violet up and on the breakaway layup. Violet cashes in. She's got 3 points now. Turnover number 24 on the Trojans is converted to another basket for Milbank, this time by Violet Johnson. Here's Kirkaby now. She throws it on the block, and that's going to be fouled. The pass intended, if you will, if we were on the football field that time, for Justice Whitnable. Kirkaby is going to go to the free throw line. Actually, it was intended for Kirkaby. So Sarah Kirkaby has yet to score tonight for the Lady Trojans. She could do so right here if she connects on the free throw, or free throws. That is good as that rattles in for Sarah Kirkaby. Zeta Townsend is going to come out now. In for Milbank is Lauren Lester as well. Kylan Schwant is in as well. Second free throw, that is good for Sarah Kirkaby, so she's 2 for 2 from the line. 68-8, Milbank is leading. And here come the Lady Bulldogs now. Schwant to Lester, to Hendricks, running floater from 10, Bailey Hendricks. That's no good. Rebound pulled out of there by the Trojans. And here's Kirkaby now. She hits from about 16 feet away. No good. Hits on the back of the rim. So 3:20 and the clock continues to run here. Again, Ortonville will host Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunburg. I believe over there they call it KMS on Thursday night. Milbank goes to Clark Willow Lake specifically on Thursday night as part of a girls-boys doubleheader. As Ebnett breaks out now to get the ball on the right wing. Ebnett looking. She needs some help, and Justice Destiny Warner gets the ball on the block. And that's going to be a foul on Milbank. That is a foul. Well, they have Susie Schoeneman's number up there, but Susie is on the bench. So we'll see who the foul is actually on for Milbank as the clock continues to run. Anyway, the ball goes into Ebnett. 2:22 left on the running clock. To Kirkaby on the baseline, back to Ebnett. That's Arndt. I beg your pardon. And then she throws it, and Bailey Hendricks is going to intercept. And then there's going to be a foul on the Trojans. And that will be on Kirkaby, I believe. That is Sarah Kirkaby's 4th personal foul. So we're under 2 minutes now. We'll have a quick post game and wrap this thing up here in just a couple clock minutes, or real life minutes, I guess, if you will. As Violet Johnson now for the Bulldogs puts it on the floor in the baseline, cross court to Schwant. There's a lineup for 3. That's no good by Lester. Rebound to Whitnable. And Kirkaby with it now. She puts it up from 10 feet away. No good. Warner on the putback. That's no good either. And then there's going to be a step out of bounds, I believe, by Milbank. Turnover number 7 now for the Lady Bulldogs. So 1:16 with the running clock here left to play in the game, and that will bring in number 22 now for Ortonville, Haley Borner, sophomore, and she will replace Abby Ebnett. Sarah Kirkaby is going to throw the ball in now. She gets it to Arndt. Arndt will throw up a shot, partially blocked, but Violet Johnson, I think, got a little bit too much of her arm that time, so Arndt will go to the free throw line as Violet commits her 2nd personal foul for Milbank. Ebnett at the free throw line. She splashes that one in. She's got 4 points now. It's 68-9. Milbank is leading. 2nd free throw. That's actually Arndt. She misses that one. And here comes Milbank with the basketball now. 35 seconds left here in the game. And there's going to be a running floater. No good. And there's going to be Violet Johnson now with the basketball. Ella Copeland threw that last shot up, by the way. So now Milbank could just dribble it out, and I would guess they will. Bailey Hendricks is just about it. The Bulldog logo head. So 13 seconds left. Milbank will go to 3-0. Ortonville will drop to 0-5 here on the season. As 4, 3, 2, and... your final is Milbank 68, Ortonville 9. We'll be back with the post-game show coming up in 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes.
Border Lake Insurance in Milbank and Ortonville is your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, Terry Holquist and staff at Border Lake Insurance have access to multiple companies that offer home, farm, auto, commercial, life, and health products. Border Lake Insurance has 2 convenient locations. Stop by or call their Main Street office in Milbank, 605-432-5884. Or in Ortonville, call 320-839-6145. Located in the Bank building. Border Lake Insurance agents you can count on.
No matter how you use the internet, ITC has the perfect plan for you. Maybe you're an explorer, browsing social media and checking email. Need to step it up a notch? You might be a multitasker, seeking gaming, streaming, and remote work capabilities. For the maximizers, those who want the very best upload and download speeds with ultra-fast streaming, get 1 gig and beyond. Wherever you are, find a plan that's fiber fast and reliable. Learn more at itc-web.com.
Quitting tobacco doesn't just add more years to your life. It can add more good years. Quitting could mean more good years chasing your grandkids around the backyard rather than years of catching your breath in the background. Quitting could mean more good years traveling our breathtaking world rather than getting saddled with health problems like lung disease. Quitting means playing an active part in your life rather than just letting it pass you by. Don't miss out on life's big moments. Get your life on track and live more good years. Call 1-866-SD-QUITS to get started. Paid for by the South Dakota Department of Health
and the Milbank Tobacco Coalition. Ortonville Area Health Services encourages you to get your flu vaccination this year. Flu shots are available at Northside Medical Clinic in Ortonville and at the Clinton Clinic during regular clinic hours. In addition to flu shots, OAHS also offers a wide range of preventative vaccinations, including flu, COVID, RSV, and pneumonia. Protect yourself and those around you. Give everyone a fighting chance against the flu this season. Call OAHS 320-839-6157 and schedule your flu shot today. Walk-ins are always welcome.
And welcome welcome back into the post-game show. Milbank defeats Ortonville tonight in girls basketball action 68-9. Let's break you down by quarters. Milbank leads after 1, 25-3. They lead at half 49-4. After 3, Milbank has the 61-6 advantage, and then Milbank wins 68-9. So for Ortonville, they were Abby Ebnett and Sarah Nye each put in 3 points. Sarah Kirkaby 2 points. Alyssa Arndt 1. That was their output with 9 points here tonight for the Ortonville Lady Trojans. For Milbank, Belle Pauley, who didn't play a whole lot in the second half, she scores 18. They were all in the first half tonight for the sophomore. Belle with 18 to lead the way. Avery Schuneman next in line with 16. And then Addison Pauley chips in with 9, 3-point buckets, so 9 for Addison Pauley. Susie Schuneman, Anna Negebauer with 7 apiece. Violet Johnson, Bailey Hendricks with 3 apiece. Lauren Harstead and Zeta Townsend with 2 points apiece. And Lydia Gall chipped in with 1 point tonight. A lot of girls scoring tonight for Milbank again, who raises their record this season to 3-0. Ortonville will drop to 0-5 on the young season here for the Lady Trojans. Turnovers, Milbank 7, Ortonville 25, which again, spells some of the scoring difference, of course, between the two teams here tonight. And again, next up for the Ortonville Lady Trojans, they will host KMS on Thursday at Ortonville. Adam on the call, I believe, for that one. And then we on KMSD will have wrestling on Thursday night. The ladies and boys, girls and boys from Milbank, though, will be at Willow Lake for a basketball doubleheader on Thursday night. That will be on our sister station, Power 106.3, with Micah Warrington on the call of the doubleheader. So if you want to listen to basketball, it's Power 106.3 on Thursday night for the Milbank side of things. If you want to listen to wrestling, that's right here on KMSD. All right, I want to thank our board ops tonight, Julie at KDIO, Doug here in Milbank. Again, thanks to each and every one of the sponsors on Milbank's side, as well as Ortonville, as well as our video stream sponsors. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot do this broadcasting without you sponsors. So thank you very, very much from the bottom of our hearts for all your support of Milbank and Ortonville basketball here again for the 2025-26 season. That is going to wrap it up for me tonight from the National Guard Armory. Again, thanks to the board ops, thanks to the listeners, thanks to all the advertisers, and one final time here tonight from the Milbank National Guard Armory. Girls basketball, Milbank 68, Ortonville 9, for KMSD, for KDIO, for YouTube, for BigStoneRadio.com. I'm Chad Knowles, bidding you a good night, everybody, and we'll send it back now to the studios of KMSD and KDIO. Good night from Milbank.
95.1 and 50.